Daquavius, no, America, that is not his real name. It's just the swag name that I've been able to give him, and I like Daquavius. Daquavius has been playing very clean football. Clean football, might I add, looks like protecting the football at all costs. And I will say it publicly if somebody is going to utter it privately, and I know Dak will never admit to this. Micah Parsons, or the Dallas Cowboys moving along from Micah Parsons, is the best thing for his career. CeeDee Lamb being removed from the team for obvious injury purposes was the best thing for Daquavius' career. Why? Because they have eliminated the alpha distractions and given Dak the whole team, nothing but the team. So help you lead, Daquavius.
All right, Cowboys Nation, welcome back to Dallas Insider, the heartbeat of every true fan who bleeds silver and blue. Today we're talking about a move, not just any move, but the move that could transform this Dallas Cowboys defense from a struggling, inconsistent group into one of the most feared units in all of football. Because yes, you heard it right, the Dallas Cowboys have been linked to Maxx Crosby, the Las Vegas Raiders' relentless, fire-breathing defensive end who's built to dominate every snap, every down, and every opponent standing in his way. Let's get one thing straight. If this trade happens, if Jerry Jones and Brian Schottenheimer actually pull this off, it would be the kind of all-in, season-defining swing that changes everything. Now let's break this down. The rumors around the league are heating up fast. According to multiple reports, several teams have already reached out to the Las Vegas Raiders about a potential deal for Maxx Crosby. The Raiders aren't shopping him openly, but they're listening, and that's all a serious contender like Dallas needs to hear. Because right now, the Cowboys are in that critical window. The offense is firing on all cylinders, Dak Prescott is playing poised, polished, and fearless, and Brian Schottenheimer has re-engineered this playbook into one of the most efficient systems in the NFL. But on defense, that's where the cracks still show. Ever since the Cowboys traded Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers, this defense has been searching for an identity. The pass rush, once explosive and unpredictable, has turned streaky. The run defense has been exposed week after week, especially on the perimeter, where teams have been gashing Dallas for nearly 5 yards a carry. The energy, the edge, the confidence, it hasn't been the same. And if the Cowboys are serious about contending for a Super Bowl in 2025, that cannot continue. Enter Maxx Crosby. This man isn't just a good player, he's an engine. He's the heartbeat of a defense. He's a three-down war machine who doesn't just show up in the box score, he shows up on every play. And the thought of pairing him with this Cowboys front, James Houston on the opposite side, Kenny Clark clogging the interior, Osa Odighizuwa flying off the line, it's almost unfair. That's the kind of front that turns offensive coordinators sleepless. Now, for those asking the inevitable question, why go after Maxx Crosby when we already had Micah Parsons? Let's clear that up right now. They're not the same player. Micah is a hybrid. He's a linebacker with edge speed, an explosive pass rusher who can flip momentum in one play. But Maxx Crosby is built differently. He's a foundation. He's a pure defensive end who doesn't come off the field, who dominates against both the run and the pass, who commands double teams and still finds ways to wreck games. Crosby isn't a highlight reel, he's a sledgehammer. When you compare their numbers on a per-game basis, Crosby not only matches Parsons in sacks and pressures, but crushes him in every other defensive category: run stops, snap consistency, endurance. He plays over 90% of defensive snaps every season. That kind of durability is rare in today's league. You can build a defensive identity around that. And make no mistake, the Raiders situation is the perfect storm for Dallas. They're not competing this year. They've got a new front office, they're near the bottom of the AFC West, and they've already shown signs of shifting toward a rebuild. Crosby just signed a massive 3-year, $106.5 million extension, making him their most valuable trade chip. That's leverage the Cowboys can exploit if Jerry Jones is truly ready to go all in. Imagine the ripple effect this move would have. The Cowboys could move from bottom 10 in defensive efficiency to top 5 overnight. Adding Crosby would completely change how defensive coordinator Matt Eberflus runs this scheme. Instead of relying on desperate blitzes to generate pressure, Dallas could win with a four-man front, the classic formula of every great championship defense. That means less risk, fewer coverage breakdowns, and more control over the game's tempo. Crosby's presence alone would make everyone around him better. Kenny Clark would have more one-on-one matchups. James Houston could attack from the opposite side without constant chips. The secondary would face cleaner coverages. The linebackers would play freer, faster, and smarter because the front would be dictating everything. And this isn't just about numbers, it's about attitude. Maxx Crosby brings a mentality that this defense desperately needs. He's relentless, emotional, intense. He plays every down like it's his last. He's the kind of leader who drags everyone with him, who raises the standard just by being in the room. That's exactly the kind of presence Dallas lost when Micah Parsons left, and it's exactly what they need if they want to go from good to great again. Think about what this message would send across the league. Jerry Jones isn't just playing to win the division, he's going for the Lombardi. It's a statement. It's saying, we're not waiting for next year. The window is now. Let's also talk about how Crosby fits Schottenheimer's overall vision for this team. Schottenheimer isn't trying to build a flashy roster, he's trying to build a balanced one. His entire philosophy is about complementary football. When the offense sustains drives, the defense dominates time of possession, and both sides feed off each other's energy. That's exactly how championship teams are built. And with Dak Prescott playing some of the smartest football of his career, this is the perfect time to invest on the other side of the ball. Dak's leadership combined with a consistent pass rush could create the kind of synergy we haven't seen in Dallas since the mid-1990s dynasty. We've seen this script before. Great offense, inconsistent defense, heartbreak in January. That story has to end now. This move, this one decision, could rewrite the narrative. Let's be real. The Cowboys are closer than people think. The NFC landscape is shifting. The Eagles have shown cracks. The 49ers are battling injuries. The Lions are surging, but still unproven under playoff pressure. The window is wide open, and adding Maxx Crosby could be the move that kicks it down entirely. And when you think about value, it's hard to imagine a better investment. You're not trading for a rental, you're trading for a cornerstone. Crosby is under contract through 2026, still in his prime, and has been the most consistent edge rusher in football outside of Myles Garrett and Bosa. His motor never stops, his effort never drops. He's the kind of player who fits perfectly into the blue-collar mentality that Schottenheimer is instilling in this team. This isn't just about stats, it's about heart. It's about identity. It's about sending a message that Dallas won't be pushed around anymore. Picture this, Week 14, national spotlight, Cowboys versus Eagles. Dak commanding the offense with precision. The defense takes the field. Crosby on one edge, Houston on the other, Clark in the middle, and the stadium roaring as they collapse Jalen Hurts in the pocket. That's what this move could bring. That's what it means to be elite. The Raiders will ask for a lot. They know what they have. But the Cowboys have draft capital. They have flexibility. And more importantly, they have motivation. Jerry Jones is 84 years old. He wants to win now. He doesn't want to build for 2026. He wants to raise that trophy while this core, Dak, Lamb, Clark, and Houston, is still together and thriving. This trade would be bold, expensive, and risky, but the reward, unmatched. So the question is simple. What will it take to bring Maxx Crosby to Dallas? Because if this front office makes it happen, the entire league will feel the shockwave. Cowboys Nation, I want to hear from you. Do you think the Cowboys should make a move for Maxx Crosby? Is he the missing piece to make this defense elite again? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me if you think Jerry Jones should pull the trigger. And while you're here, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Dallas Insider, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update on trades, rumors, and breaking Cowboys news. Because this isn't just another rumor. This is about destiny. the Cowboys have a chance to seize the moment, to turn potential into power, and to remind the world that the star still shines the brightest when the stakes are highest. Dallas is built to win. They just need the final piece, and Maxx Crosby might be it.